Hey guys, how's it going? I hope everyone's doing well. Thank you so much, guys, for all the time and support you've given me, guys. I'm really sorry about the wind noise. I do apologize. Guys, today's topic I want to go ahead and cover, it got me thinking about all the responses from last video. Do women care about looks? That's what today's video is about. And yes and no. And it sounds kind of contradictory, but not so. Two things can be true at the same time. And let me go ahead and explain. So, just like straight men, straight women can, sometimes a good-looking person passes by the opposite sex and it gets our attention, right? Like, whoa. That's natural, right? Of course. In that sense, it affects women too, right? They liked what they saw. Now, when it comes to women, it's a lot more complicated than us guys, right? When I was in high school, there was this guy, I remember, we were on the bus going home when school was over, and he said, with men, it's just one thing. Does she look good? Check. Good to go. With women, it's more like 10 things that you have to check off, and yeah, and it is true. So it's not just about good looking, right? You could be this. Let's say you're an incel, right? You're over 6 feet. You finally made 6 figures, and you finally have 6-pack abs, right? You go out there and you shoot your shot. It doesn't work that way because you're gonna lack the knowledge, to attract women. Because it's one of the key things is to be able to talk, to be able to make a conversation, to be able to connect with a woman emotionally, to have her be attracted to you emotionally. That is the main factor, guys, and it takes time. It's with us guys, it's like, oh, she looks good, I can overlook the fact that she's mean to others as long as she looks good. And a lot of guys are like that, and sadly, a lot of guys marry those women too, because all they cared about was looks. And sad, but it's true. So keep that in mind. Of course a smart man is gonna say, she's really pretty, but man, is she mean? Is she disgusting to be around with, right? And he says no, right? Because that's a smart man, right? Idiot guys, they'll just go, oh, this is the only woman that's gonna give me a shot. It's good as it's gonna get. In other words, they call those simps. And truth be told, guys, is don't get me wrong, with men it's that powerful. Looks are that powerful. Now, take into consideration, with women it's not that powerful. You could be good looking and that's it. Now you're probably thinking, oh, what about the women that have one night stands? Keep in mind that a lot of these women are damaged women, and these guys, you could be good looking, right? But if you're terrible at talking with women and you can't connect with them, you can't be sarcastic or funny, no matter how attractive you are, you're not going to pull it off, man. You could lack, if you lack confidence, you're dead to them, man, no matter how good looking you are. So keep that in mind. I mean, there's a lot of moving parts when it comes to attracting women. It's not as simple as says men. A lot of the times, women and men, for that matter, they go into the assumption that they think just like that same gender, and it's not. You can't really jump to the conclusion that as a male perspective, women think the same. They think looks are just as important as we think they are. And ladies, you're probably, I know that there's very little of you that listen to this video, and let me go ahead and mention to you, one of the things I want to say is that for men, the attraction is very different to each one. So there might be a plain Jane, and you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, look at that girl, she's so plain. It's not like she's gorgeous or anything. Why is she able to attract such a hot guy? Truth is, that girl, that guy probably found that specific girl attractive. And also she probably has a good personality and all that other stuff as well plays, right? To attract a smart man, it's going to take more than looks too, ladies. I mean, it's going to, a lot of men are wising up. They're not as dumb as they used to be anymore. It's just not going to cut it just looking good either. Eventually men are going to find out who you are deep down in the inside, one way or another. So keep that in mind. And also men, women are also going to find out in time Everyone finds out in time after you've been around with somebody long enough, you know, when they show their true colors. So, in the sense, like, just to summarize, looks matter, but in the short term. Now, do looks matter in the long term? No. So let me say that again. Short term, yes. Long term, no. To answer that question, no. That's what I want to go ahead and say, guys. I'll see you in the next video, and take care.